Kyle here from allmediareviews.blogtalk.com. I'm gonna try to do some of the concert memory review kind of stuff, and the one I'm gonna talk about today is sort of a significant one of the most significant ones, including what I'll be having as sort of the thumbnail and everything. So I love the band Hours. I can even just show this up quickly. And I'm going to do, once I get a physical copy, it should be coming in any day now, a review of the new Hours self-titled album, which came out a few weeks ago. I ordered a few years ago, pre-ordered anyway. I love this band. The only thing I don't have is the sour demo. I don't even know physical copies, but you can see all the CDs. I don't even know if this is my entire Hours collection, but I was consolidating and looking through some of the stuff, all these CDs I've got. Maybe I'll talk about those in another video, because I want to talk about an Hours concert. I've seen them, I don't know how many times, between Jimmy Necco's solo and Hours, maybe 7 or 8 times. I have to count it up. And the concert, I didn't look it up, the exact date, but it was sometime in 2000. I think it was 2008 or 2009. I'll look it up and put it in the description, I think. Anyway, it was one of the first shows. It was at the Fine Line in Minneapolis. I went to go see Hours. Because it wasn't the first time I'd seen them. Because I'd seen them in Chicago with Dredge. That was the first time. And I don't know if I'd seen them one or two other previous times. I'd have to jog my memory. But it was at the Fine Line, and I remember it was a big deal because I wanted to spend time with Jimmy. I met Jimmy Necco, who is basically his Hours. They were selling flowers on the street. I thought I would buy him a flower for some reason. It's not romantic, and of course the Hours fan base has a lot of female fans that would want Jimmy to give them flowers. But anyway, so it was at the Fine Line. I can't remember if that was the show that had those 3 or 4 bands that sounded like U2 that opened for them, which I have one of their CDs. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I don't know how crowded it was. There were maybe a couple hundred people there. It wasn't a full house, but it wasn't like there was nobody. And Hours had come many times before, long before I'd been a fan, because I didn't become a fan until 2005, thanks to Mike Portnoy, some other people. But so I remember it was not that long after. It had to have been it was 2008. It was not that long after the Mercy album. I think this is my bag here. I guess I can show. Not that long after the Mercy album had come out in 2008. I can grab it again. Mercy, Dancing for the Death of an Imaginary Enemy. So it was a great show. Maybe this was the first time I'd seen them headline. I can't remember, but I brought to the show, for some reason, I don't remember why, I had in my bag maybe for stuff to sign, have Jimmy sign or something, but I can't remember why exactly, but I had these 2 Fair to Midland posters. I remember at that point, because I love the band Fair to Midland. I'd seen them a few times in 2007 and maybe in 2008, and I was handing out stickers at one point. I probably still have some of the stickers. Maybe I can show those at some point, but so I had these 2 posters there. Maybe I was handing them out. I had them rolled up, and I was doing my sort of air drumming with them. And I was right in the front. I was right in the front and the left. So I don't know how many songs in. 3, 4, 5 songs in. But they go on to play the song. I know I wanted them to play Sometimes. So Sometimes probably, still to this day, probably is my favorite song by Hours. But my maybe second favorite, or most earwormy and most addictive song, was the song The Worst Things Beautiful, which was probably the most catchy radio hit on this record. It's, I think, the second song. Yep. Mercy from 2008. Mercy, Dancing with the Death of an Imaginary Enemy. So I'm drumming along to maybe the previous song or something, or maybe a band in that song. And Jimmy Necco comes over to me because he notices me drumming with the posters. I've got boxes of posters right over here, actually. I could show at some point. There's boxes and boxes right there. I've literally got dozens, if not hundreds, of posters, actually, that haven't been able to use. I could hang up on these walls at some point. Anyway, so he pulls me up on stage. he gives me one of those like tom drums or whatever. He's like, you know, 'cause I noticed you're drumming, you play along with us. I'm like, okay. And this is The Worst Thing's Beautiful, the song, other than Sometimes, I probably was looking forward to the most, the song I'd been most addicted to. And it was surreal, but at the same time, I was playing along with it with the band, with ours and Race and Locke, and I can't remember who else, the members that, and Static, of course, was on guitar, playing there. But it was so surreal because while I was playing along with it, it didn't really, like, I wasn't listening to the song live like I normally would. But at the same time, it's like it was a totally different perspective. I've never been on stage at a concert with the band while they were playing. So, like I said, there's a photo I'll show, and I'm sitting there just drumming along while Jimmy's got his mic and he singing, and then he was drumming too. And it was surreal. I mean, other fans have had that opportunity before, I'm sure, but it was like having your favorite band, your favorite singer, let you play with them spontaneously for your favorite song. It was a dream come true in a lot of ways. I was like, I don't know what I have left to like sort of come true at a concert now. But yeah, that was a thrill. I want to say it was the fall of 2008. I'll look up the date. I failed to because I'm in a time crunch when I'm trying to do these kind of stories and videos and stuff like that. But I don't know if I've ever done it before. Maybe once or twice. I mean, I've done my air drumming, my air keyboards, my air guitar, which I'm not very good at, very accurate, but once or twice maybe, but nothing from like a national touring act like ours, and especially on a song like that, which I love. But and I have seen them since, and they have played that song, thankfully. So I got to like watch them perform it, and listen to it live. But it was like the hearing it when you're on stage like that, and I was just trying not to mess up. Really, that was the whole thing. I felt like I wasn't keeping up with the drummer, and it was boom, doom, 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 doom. But no, that was a thrill. So I mean, beyond even maybe meeting Prince, that was one of my biggest sort of thrills as a music fan. So I'd be curious if anyone out there finding this video has any stories like that about playing, actually getting the actual experience, the thrill to actually go on stage. The other one that would maybe come to mind would be, and I'll tell some King's X stories at some point, but King's X at least multiple times has had the fans at the shows I was at join them on stage. There's some YouTube clips of that, I think from one of the Minneapolis shows, the first one I was at in '96, where they sang the song Goldilocks. But this is a little more significant because it was only me. There wasn't other people, and I wasn't singing, I was drumming. It was surreal, and it's a one-time thing, like the Pain of Salvation concert. That's why this concert was very significant. So, but yeah, I gotta start going through all these ticket stubs and just start like pulling stuff out, and maybe I need to just do it live on the camera, because I mean, most of the stuff, if I have memories of them, it's gonna be Sorelli and Pink Floyd at Orpheum Theater, or Dream Theater at the State Theater, 2006. So actually, I think that might be the one that I posted the photos of. So I'll do more of these because they're easy to do, and they're all pretty much stories that are in my mind, rather than having to show tons of props of CDs or vinyl or something like that. So, but yeah, I'll be doing a review of the new Ours album and then actually 2 EPs. I have some pretty significant thoughts about it. I'm enjoying it a lot. But, I'm getting to know it a little bit better, and the vinyl's coming later this year. It's a great record, though. It's really long, but it's supposed to be coming in the mail any day now, and I have some other stuff I'm going to be showing, too, including a new band I've gotten into over the last month. So, but thank you for watching. Again, if you ever had the experience of joining your favorite band on stage, or ever played with a band on stage spontaneously, what's your best concert experience? I'd love to know. Thanks a lot.